All right. Well, we're back on the road again. This time we are in Sturbridge, Massachusetts at 1,000 Trails. Yeah, we have a membership, 1,000 Trails. And I don't know, we didn't come up, mind you, we're in Maryland. We didn't come up 95 because 95 sucks. So we kind of went out up through like Pennsylvania and then came into like New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and yeah, that still kind of sucked. East Coast traffic, in case anybody who doesn't live on the East Coast traffic sucks. Doesn't really matter what road you take. It was GPS said 8 hours. Yeah, it was more like 10. We hit some traffic. It wasn't crazy, but we did stop. We had lunch with us, of course, so we did stop and eat, and we did get some gas. Actually, we got gas in New York because New York was cheaper than Pennsylvania, and I mean like 30 cents cheaper. So we pushed on into New York, and I filled up in there, especially at 30 cents. And I went to a Shell station. I had my Shell rewards card, so that's like another 3 cents, and I will drive for 30 cents, believe me, especially with a 55-gallon tank. It, saved me some bucks. So anyhow, we got here to Sturbridge. They did call us. I guess, they usually check in at noon, and we got here about 7. So they just wanted to make sure we were still coming. Luckily, it was still daylight. So they took us to our site. Of course, we've never been here. It's a lot of permanent sites. I mean, everybody says, I read some reviews on it, and I mean, it's like, 80%, it's permanent sites. A lot of these cool little buildings and such, I mean, they're cool, it's cool, whatever. It's Massachusetts, so, they're, I guess people use them these, weekend getaways or whatever. There's still people here this morning. They only have like, I don't know, 20%, transient sites, if you want to call them that. But the girl, I mean, she was really nice, took us right to our site. We did get full hookups with it, electric, water, sewer. Not that I really need it, but we got it, and that's fine. I mean, the site, I mean, this thing's about as, it's level all right. So we got it level enough to get by for the night. Because we're only staying here one night. We're pressing on this morning. We're going to head to another part of Massachusetts. Stephanie said something about some lobster rolls in Massachusetts that are like supposedly really good. Well, they're closed on Mondays, of course, but there's plenty around, so we'll find another one. So we're going to be heading further north this morning. Weather's nice. I mean, it's decent. It's a little humid out, a little more humid than I thought it was going to be, but I didn't need to run the air conditioner. We just opened the windows in the Max Air fan, and that fan, it pulls plenty of cool air in, so it was nice. We had no problem sleeping last night with no air conditioning. Other than that, we're going to be out of here probably, I think checkout's 11. I'm hoping to be out of here by 10. I didn't put anything out. There's no awning, no chairs. All I gotta do is pack up some quick stuff. I'm gonna, of course, do the dishes because tonight we're staying in Biddeford, Maine, south side of Portland, and I got a boondockers welcome site at a church, which I just recently got boondockers welcome harvest host. I was really hoping for a harvest host at a brewery because I saw they had a few breweries around, and I would like to drink a bunch of beer, walk across the parking lot, get my camper, and sleep for the night. That'd be pretty sweet. I'm like, oh, that's cool, But unfortunately, like most breweries are only open like weekends, so they're not even open. But I did find a church. Read some reviews. They're like, yeah, it's fairly level. I may throw some blocks down, bring the front end up, it looks like. No big deal. So we are going to stay at Boondockers Welcome tonight. We are staying in Wells, Maine at Moody Beach, another 1,000 trails. We'll be staying there, I think, like 4 nights or something. We're going to use that as our sleeping spot, and we're just going to venture out from there each day. Mainly because, you know, with our 1,000 trails, it doesn't, once I paid off my membership years ago, and I only pay my yearly dues, so it doesn't cost me anything to stay there. I'm paying yearly dues either way, so I don't mind driving. If I got to drive like an hour and a half to get to somewhere to go see something, that's fine, because, you know, 60 miles, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'll pay for the gas and not pay for campsite. I did look at a few campsites coming up here. I looked at one at Sebago Lake. Yeah, that was stupid expensive. I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying that. There was a few around that I did find that were a little cheaper, but I'm like, nah, I'm not paying that. And believe it or not, it was almost cheaper for me to get a Boondockers Welcome and Harvest Host membership for a year than it is to get a campground for one night. I mean, they were on like $70-80, and I'm like, I can get a Harvest Host and Boondockers Welcome for, you know, I mean, I got both packages, and I did find a coupon code online, and I could get that for, you know, I don't know what I paid for it, $120 or something. So we'll probably use that this fall anyhow, going to Florida. We might have to use it going home, depending on when we leave. I still got to work. So other than that, I guess stay tuned. So I'll have post up some more stuff later on the day. So stand by.
Anyways, I made a stop at Heavenly Donuts, because who don't like donuts, right? I got a chocolate cake donut because I like cake donuts. Not bad. Nothing to write home about. The coffee's pretty weak, so I give the coffee about what do you think? About a 5, maybe a 6 out of 10. Donuts, I'd probably give it a 7, maybe an 8. Yeah?
It's okay.
They're okay. It's a donut. But yeah, they're good. Made a pit stop. Hey everybody, we're checking in again. We went to my old house where I lived in Maine, and as even my mom had said, nothing's changed, so didn't put any pictures up for that. I wanted to see it. I hadn't seen it since 1975, so I wanted to go see that. I also wanted to go see how far it was from where we used to live to where the store was that we used to walk to, me and my buddy Jonathan, Big John. We used to we'd have a trash bag full of beer bottles, and we'd walk over to this store called Deer Pond Store, and Maine has a bottle bill, so you turn in the bottle to get money. So we would go over and just basically carry a trash bag full of beer bottles over to the store, and get a couple bucks for it, sodas and candy. And then Deer Pond is up the street. We used to go over to Deer Pond sometimes, so I wanted to see how far that was. But yeah, I was 5 years old walking down the side of the highway, 2-lane road, but with my buddy John and a trash bag full of beer bottles. But that was also 1978, 1979, so little different time back then. But since we were out this way, we decided to come out to Old Orchard Beach. So I got a few pictures of Old Orchard Beach. I barely remember Old Orchard Beach as a kid, but what I'd really like to know is why I live 30 minutes away from the beach, and my mom and dad did take me to the beach more often. We're only 30 minutes away, so I'm gonna have to do some research on that and find out why they didn't take me to the beach. So got a few pictures I'm gonna post up. of Old Orchard Beach out in Old Orchard Beach, Maine. So. Well, we got our boondockers welcome spot tonight. There's 3 of us here. So we're at Grace Point Church in Biddeford, Maine. And we have 3 of us out here. There we are. There's another dude. And there's a big old bus. They said there's 50 amp power over there. So first come, first serve. But it's humid. It's not really hot. But we got the generator going. So, you know, Stephanie's got to have her air. So it might cool down later. If it does, that'll be fine. I did walk up to the church, see if they had a donation box or something out front. I didn't see one. I'm not pulling on any doors, set the burglar alarm off. Cops show up. We ain't doing that. So, yeah. Grace Point Church. This is our first boondockers welcome spot. So, pretty cool. Well, it's a new day. Had a good night at our harvest host. Very quiet. Didn't have any problems. There was 3 of us there. No road noise. It was a little warm in the evening, so we did run the generator for a while. Shut that off, opened the windows, turned the fan on. Let it cool down outside. Slept great. Got up this morning, made breakfast, and now we're here at the desert of Maine. The last time I was at the desert of Maine was 1978, 1979. And it really hasn't changed a whole lot. They have added some other stuff over there for some kids, like playground and stuff like that. But I'll give you a quick tour of the desert of Maine. You can check that out. These are some cabins that they have in the woods that you can rent for overnight stays. They look really nice. This is the spring house, which got covered up, they said, in World War II. So this is the original piece that was buried. And if you look down, there's the water. There's part of the spring here too. All this is sand. And there's the spring that they dug out. So. Yeah, we're in the desert. So we've been out here out in this barren wasteland for 30 days now. And we've run out of water and food. So out here in the desert, I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be able to make it. Out here in the barren wasteland.
Don't pay any attention to the green trees.
Don't pay any attention to the green trees or the other people over there. Like sands through the hourglass. So are the days of our lives. Here's a timeline of glacial history. You can pause and read that if you want to. I just took a picture of it, so. all these pines that are down. The smell of these pine trees out here is amazing. This guy is hand hewing a beam. And this is actually what my house sits on. That's probably about right. 6x6 and 8x8 hand hewn beams. So it came to Freeport. Of course, a trip to Freeport would not be the same unless you went to LLBean. And I did not get out of here cheap. Well, it was $300, so I didn't think that was too bad. I got a coat, Stephanie got a coat, I think I got a flannel shirt. I did not buy the famous duck boot. Yeah, nice trip to Freeport today. Went to LLBean. We did get some lobster rolls while we were up here, and they're expensive.
All right, I've been in Maine now for 2 days. I've been issued my flannel, got my coffee. So we came into Wells, Maine. Yesterday we were staying at 1,000 Trails, Moody Beach. Nice looking campground, a little different. All the sites run like this way on the roads. Usually you back into a site or pull in or whatever. All these run parallel to the road. So they have like this, you can see the fence over there. The fence is where the utilities are, and you just like pull in and pull out. I mean, it's almost like a pull through, but not overly level, but that's okay. We'll make do. Nice looking campground, nice looking pool, hot tub. Ton of kids here, which is fine. It is camping. So yeah, other than that, we got a few things we're going to go do this morning. So we'll check back in a little while.
All right, well, we're out at Cape Elizabeth, out at Portland Headlight. So I'll turn this around so you can see the rugged Maine coastline. And there is Portland Headlight. And there's another little lighthouse. It said that Henry Wadsworth Longfellow actually sat here and used this area for his inspiration for his poem, The Lighthouse. So we got 3 different lobster rolls. What we get? The Maine,
The Maine, the Connecticut, and the picnic.
the picnic. And which one do you like the best?
The picnic.
Which has,
Coleslaw, celery salt, and butter.
okay. And the Connecticut is,
Butter,
and the Maine is
mayonnaise, and chives.
mayonnaise and chives. Well, there you go. There's a review. This place has got
You can videotape that.
5 stars. Yeah, 5 stars. So
So
it's
then
pretty good. I did. I've showed it.
Well,
You don't argue with me. Parking
is a piece of cake.
All right, now we came down to Kennebunkport, so I'll probably just post a few pictures up. It's really a narrow town, mainly like one street, two streets. So I'll probably just post a few pictures up. And yeah, so we're in Kennebunkport. Well, I parked up next to the firehouse. I don't see any parking tickets or boots on it. But as you can see, I definitely fit in the parking spot. And it says you can't be no more than 20 by 30 according to their town page. But the sign up front says no RVs. So unless you're short, I probably wouldn't park here. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Please think about liking and subscribing. I'd appreciate it. Until next time,